Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Let us start by giving you all a quick brief on what OctaNet is. So, Tech OctaNet is a budding startup headquartered in Bhubaneswar, specializing in IT solutions across diverse sectors including e-commerce, real estate, automation, and personalized business application. Our primary focus is to provide affordable services to startups, aiding them into their digital initiatives. In addition to our core services, we are expanding into the corporate training sector, aiming to equip future corporate employees with a solid foundation. We also address student needs by identifying academic project requirements, internship opportunities, and offering comprehensive solutions. We are proud to be incorporated as an organization with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, registered with MSME, and approved by AICTE for internship programs. Also, our commitment to quality is underscored by ISO 9001 2015 certification, ensuring that every project we undertake reaches highest standards of excellence. Okay, thank you so much. That was all. Let us now stage our instructor and start today's session.
Good evening, everyone. So I hope I'm audible. Can anyone let me know in the chat if I'm audible or is there any network glitch from my side? And I'm able to see Nikhil Jharkhand's message. Excited to join at 4:30 p.m. So, guys, are you all ready for the session? Let me share my screen. Thank you, Kashish. Okay, so first of all, I would like to welcome you all to this 4 days Java workshop. Okay, and first of all, I'll be telling you the things which we'll be covering in these 4 days, and let's wait for a couple of minutes until everyone joins, and then we'll begin the session. Meanwhile, I just wanted to know how many people are from computer science background. Means how many people know other programming languages like C, C++, Python, or something like that. Or even if you know Java, you can let me know in the chat. Anything related to computer science stream. So if you are completely from a non-computer science stream, also you can let me know. And also you can let me know your college, from which state, from which place you are, something like that. And the area of interest in technical side, like for example, some may be having generative AI, some may be having machine learning. So I just want you people to tell me about yourselves, so that it helps me a lot while handling the session. Uh, if everybody here is good in computer science, means I mean the basics of computer science, means I'll be covering the topics from the very right basics, or else I'll be sorry, if people are from non computer science background, then I'll be starting from very right basics, or else I'll be starting from the intermediate level. Because for a computer science student, if you are in third year or final year, means you people know the concept of variables, right? So it is not it doesn't make any sense of explaining what actually a variable is. You know C and Java and React JS too. I'm from non IT background. Good, Kashish. Like, you are from which year? And may I know your college name? So in Java, do you know basics Java, or until intermediate level, like multi-threading and all those things? CSC, Data Science Department. I know C, Python, Java. Good, Glory. Good evening, guys. So first of all, I would like to ask everyone, how is the Josh? You can use any emojis kind of stuff like fire, smiley face, and all. But I just want to make the session very interesting, so that you will not feel very boredom, and you'll not feel sleepy and all. And I will try my best to keep the session, a very interesting one. Okay. And is my pace okay, or am I going very fast? Is my pace okay? Good evening, guys. Guys, let me. You let the answer. You answer the question. How is the Josh? Okay, okay. Thank you. Yes. So, like today, mostly it will be a theoretical one only, and also it is not going to be, like a regular classroom teaching where like the teacher will be blabbering something, and the students will be listening. They will be sleeping. No, like it is something like it's something kind of a discussion. So let it be like we both should discuss, okay, and I'll be telling you the concepts, okay, and also we'll be seeing hands-on coding and all, okay, and let's make this session more interesting. It's not something like I'm teaching and you are listening, sleeping and all. Let's discuss together, okay. I had graduated in 2023 from MCM College, Chandigarh. After that, I had completed Java full stack developer course from Dhakat, India. Okay, okay, cool. So you're working somewhere, Kashish, like, or else are you doing your masters like thing? Okay, guys. So like without further delay, no. Uh, I'll be telling you about the lesson plan, like the things which we'll be covering in these 4 days. First of all, we'll be seeing, the basic overview of what is Java and how it has been emerged, and the key features that is available in Java, and also we'll be seeing how to write a simple code in Java, the structure of the Java program, and we'll be discussing what is variables and data types, and also operators, and then we'll be seeing the control structures, methods, arrays, strings, and all these concepts. And guys, I just want to know like how many people here do you know what is meant by DSA, data structures and algorithms? Or means like, do you people know what is DSA, or have you people done any like have you logged on into any uh, coding platforms and have you solved anything, data structure and algorithms? So the key idea over here is, see, whenever we are taking any programming language, okay, learning about some programming language doesn't mean anything, okay, so you have to apply it in real world, like either like you want to like if you're learning Java, it is a programming language, right? So you want to apply it in any areas like in coding part, okay, and in order to solve any problems in the coding platforms, or in order to build several applications and all these things, right? So learning a language doesn't make any sense if you're not going to do anything with it. So my basic idea is whenever I'm teaching Java, side by side we'll also be seeing covering some concepts in DSA, so that like you people will be having some knowledge on like how to do stuffs, okay, and why actually Java is being used, okay. Personally, I have used Java only for coding purpose, but it can also be used for development purpose as well, okay. um, and also for people who are preparing for the interviews kind of things, I'll also be giving more like information on how actually an interview will be, means what and all the topics you have to cover in order to crack any company's interview, okay. And I'll be telling you what and all the stuffs as a fresher company is going to expect from you people, and how the things you can prepare. So because the major thing which we are lagging is, we want to prepare for the interview, okay, but we don't know the actual pattern of how to prepare, what to prepare, in which quantity we have to prepare, and all these things, okay. So generally in an interview, they are not going to ask the entire thing which is present in this like world. So there are some areas and concepts which they'll be focusing, and they just want to test your knowledge on that particular things. So I'll be telling you the topics which you have to cover so that you can do well in your interviews. And next, 10th and 11th serial number is a very important thing. The very, 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 like a building block, like it's a very supporting pillar we can call. Whenever you are going to attend, I'm a little bit, okay, having a little bit knowledge about DSA, okay. Oh, good, cool. Once again. Okay, so like oops and class and objects, these are going to be the building blocks whenever you're going to do some DSA questions and all those things. And in an interview, people are going to question you on LLD, low level design. For people who don't know what an LLD is, in that round, you are actually supposed to create a console based application or a web based application. Okay, so they'll be giving you a set of problem statements, and you are supposed to create, like a console based application. So only if you are very much only if you are very much strong in the oops concepts and all these classes and object concepts, you will be able to come up with your own ideas and things. Okay, and this is the detailed summary of the things which we'll be seeing in this 4 days. uh, I think like, I'll be sharing this material with you as well. And yeah, so I have said, right, we'll be discussing more on these four topics. Like in OOPS, we have these four important key concepts. One is inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. Okay, so these are some of the internet resources which you can refer. And assignments, I think they'll be giving to you. Is it okay if I'm not using my real name because I can't change my YouTube channel name? That's completely cool. Yeah. That's completely cool in you. Like it's not an issue, but I just want to know your real name. Is it okay? Like because I know like you couldn't change your channel's name, but it will be good if I know your name so that if anything means I can call you out, right? So guys, are you okay with this material, or do you need any updations in this? Kuldeep Singh from Patiala. Patiala, it is in which state? It's in Punjab. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, okay. So good to go. Okay, so this is the very basic introductory slide to Java. Okay, so it is nothing but you'll be knowing what is Java. Actually, for people who are from non-IT or non-CS background, like one second, guys, just give me a minute. One second. Okay, guys. So sorry for the interruption. Okay, okay. So So when you come to see about Java, like it is actually, like a programming language as well as it is actually a platform. Okay, so first we'll be seeing who developed it and all these things. So Java was actually developed in the year 1995, and it was developed by the company called Sun Microsystems. Okay, so before Java, its name was Oak only. So we used to call this programming language as Oak, but due to like other company has already registered its name as Oaks, because of which like the father of Java has named it as Java. And James Gosling, he is the father of Java. James Gosling, he's nothing there, like he is here. Okay, so this is the picture of James Gosling. Okay, uh, and Java is actually a high level object oriented programming language. So object oriented programming language, in the sense everything in Java will be based on the concepts of classes and objects. So whatever thing you're going to represent over here in Java, you are supposed to enclose it in a class, and you have to create an object in order to access the variables or the methods which is present over a class. Okay, so people who already know C++, or Python, okay, for writing a very normal, a very a normal print statement, what you'll be giving, you'll be just you'll be just giving print the thing which you want to be printed, right? But in Java, even if you want to give a very simple print statement also, you have to enclose it inside a class. Okay, so inside the class, only you'll be writing it inside the main method. Okay, so it is known as high level object oriented programming language. So I have given the definition of why Java is known as object oriented programming language. It is also called as OOPS concept, which I told we'll be discussing in our further classes. It is called high level because for people who already know the basics in computer science, we have low level, middle level, and high level, right? So low level is nothing but low level, or machine level, it is nothing but using the binary digits like zeros and ones. So it will be in the form of machine understandable format. Whereas when you come to say about a middle level language, it is also known as an assembly level language, where we'll be using the mnemonics and code. Okay, so it will be used mostly in the microprocessor things and all. And when you come to see about high level programming language, it is nothing but the normal English which we are using, or the normal programming language, means in very layman terms. Okay, the language which is understood by human, it is actually known as high level language. Okay, and next thing over here, guys, if you're having any doubts, you can ask then and there, and if my pace is very fast, you can let me know in the chat. Okay, so and the next thing, it is used as a programming language as well as a platform. Okay, so why it is used as a programming language? Because like for example, in order to solve any problems, you can use it as a programming language. So I used to do some coding stuffs in lead code, so I'll be using Java as a programming language in order to solve those problem statements. Okay, and why it is used as a platform? Okay, in the sense, like for example, I'll take someone's name from here. uh, Hi Durva. Let me take Glory's name. Okay, so let's say myself and Glory are very good friends. Okay, so we are very good friends and we are studying in the same college. Okay, so a professor has asked us to work on a project. So he has given a problem statement for us, and we both want to complete that project before the deadline. Okay, so for example, let's say I'm having an Windows system and she is having a Mac OS. Okay, and the problem statement, he has asked us to solve the problem only with the help of Java programming language. So basically, we want to develop a project with the help of Java, like same project only. But the thing is, we are having different operating systems. Okay, so that time, why it is known as a platform, in the sense, like if I'm going to write, if I am writing Java code, it is not something like Glory again needs to write the Java code from the first. Okay, uh, Java actually follows WORA rule, so write once and run anywhere. So it is fine if I'm going to write my code only once. Okay, it can be executable in various operating systems. For example, I'm going to write, for example, let's take the problem statements which is given to us is ticket booking system. So I'm going to create the project. I have created in my own Windows. Okay, and my friend Glory, she's having the Mac OS, and with the same script, with the same .java file, she'll also be able to run it in her system. Okay, so this is actually called as a platform, because uh, you know like uh, Java follows WRA rule, write once and run anywhere. So it is fine to write Java code only once. We can run in different operating systems. Okay. So I'll be giving you a small note over here. In contradictory to this, Java actually follows the rule WRA, write once and run anywhere. Okay. But the JVM in the sense, the Java virtual machine, don't worry, we'll be seeing it in the upcoming slides. The Java virtual machine, it actually it is not platform dependent. Sorry, it is not platform independent, it is platform dependent. In the sense, for Windows the JVM will be different, and for Mac the JVM will be different, and for Linux the JVM will be different. Whereas the Java file which you are going to write, it is platform independent. Okay, you can write once and you can access it over various operating systems. Okay, so the JVM actually it changes, it configures the code according to the corresponding operating systems, and it will be making the code in order to execute. Okay, and these are all the four features of Java. Guys, if it's boring, or if you're feeling something very vague, just let me know. Okay, because today's class is actually going to be a more of theoretical one. Okay, and if you feel sleepy, or if you want to switch to any coding part in the sense, you can let me know anywhere, so that I'll be slightly I'll be engaging coding today itself. Okay, but prior had I'm telling, like, today it is going to be more of a theoretical one, because I'm going to tell you some things which you want to know about Java, because whenever you are placed in an interview, and whenever you are in the technical interview round, people are going to question you more on these things. Okay, so they'll be asking us to rate at a scale of 10. So if I'm telling somewhere between 4 to 5, they're actually going to ask me from the basics. Okay, and if I'm telling somewhere 7 to 8, they're actually going to ask me from intermediate concepts like multi-threading and all those things and all. And if I'm going to rate myself as 10 over 10, they are going to ask me from very advanced things like Spring Boot, Swings, applets, and all those things. Okay, and yes, so while coming to see about the features of Java, first thing, it is very simple. Okay, so people who know Python, I came across many memes like DSA with the help of Java. It actually sucks. Like, it is actually the world's difficult thing, and all those things. Memes will be there. Okay, so don't worry. Java is a very very simple language. Okay, whatever thing you can do in Python, everything the same thing you can do in Java as well. But the thing is that you will be having more syntaxes over here. Okay, and if you know all those syntaxes, you can play with it. And don't worry, as a beginner you won't be able to catch more syntaxes. With practice everything comes. Okay, so whenever you are practicing Java, you'll be getting used to those syntaxes, and it is actually inbuilt. Like, we are having more functions, methods, and libraries available, which is quite similar to Python. Okay, so this is all about, I am telling why Java is simple. And next is object oriented. I have already given the definition for this. In Java, we are defining everything in the form of classes and objects. So that's why we are going to call Java as an object oriented programming language. And next thing, it is platform independent. As I have already said, it follows the write once and run anywhere rule. So that's why it is known as platform independent. A small note over here, Java is platform independent, but JVM is platform dependent. Okay, I'll be telling you why. Okay, and it is portable, because you can write one code, and it can be used in other operating systems as well. So it is question time. Like, if your people have any doubts, you can let me know in the chat. I think Python is more easy, ma'am. Of course, New York, like, everybody will think like that, but actually, why Python is very easy in the sense, the syntaxes which Python actually has, right? Because it is very straightforward. Like, if you want to give any print statement, you'll be just giving print something, the content. But here, you want to create a class. Inside the class, you have to create a particular main method, and inside the main method only, you will be writing the actual print statement, right? And I think, like, people, uh, how to say, like, I know, like, many people just they know something which is starting, or something which has public static void main string args is Java, right? So people used to remember this like that only, na? But with Java, we can do more things. Like, uh, like, I think you people know a very famous company like Zoho. They are actually developing, every product of theirs is using Java only. So Java is their core programming language which they are using. So we have more things in Java, and even though we have got many advancements in technical side, people are still preferring Java because of its security purpose. And like in Zoho, actually they are even writing the ML models with the help of Java. So like um, Zoho. Okay. Can you share notes in group for sure? I'll be sharing it to the OctaNet team and they'll be sharing to you. Okay. So guys, is my page okay? So we have just seen the introduction to Java and the key features that's available over here. So is it fine for you people? Am I very fast or is my voice very low or everything is fine from my end? So guys, have you understood which is best, Node.js or Java? Okay. Like I haven't see to be very frank. I didn't know Spring Boot and all. I don't know Spring Boot and all, but I know Node.js. Okay, I think you can. I mean, like Spring Boot is also easy only, I guess, but I don't know. For backend purpose, I think you can go with Node.js, and for solving any programming steps, okay, means for solving any problem statements, you can go with Java, and like. Node.js is for development and Java is for DSA or programming steps. You can also do some development using Java, but it will be something like like it will be like there are many advancements like Node.js, Next.js, uh, Tree.js, all those things we have. So I don't think it makes sense of like taking Java and doing the whole entire development from the beginning. Okay, so I will suggest you people to use Java for coding purpose, coding in the sense like for solving DSA problems and all. But if you want to do development as well using Java also, for sure you can do. It will be like you'll be having greater value in the companies which chooses Java as its core language, because in Zoho people are using Java only everywhere. Okay, um, I'm not sure about it, New York. Like, I mean, your name. I'm not sure about it, Kuldeep. Okay, I prefer for backend. I mean, for development, you can go with Node.js, and like for coding stuffs means for lead code and all, you can go with Java. Okay. So, guys, do you have any doubts over here? Like, do you have any doubts, or can I proceed? Okay. Okay. So, can I proceed, guys? Do you people have any doubts until this? So. So I just see. I'll be just asking some quiz question, in between. Okay, don't worry. Please don't use any LLMs or please don't use any DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and all. Okay, means don't use any LLMs or don't surf it. Also, don't Google it. Just like whatever you have understood from the thing which I said, you can put it down in the chat. Okay, even if it's wrong, I'm not going to give punishment and all. Okay, like so just like don't refer to any Google, like just like answer this question according to your understanding. Why Java is known as an object oriented programming language? So you can take a minute and like you can put me in the chat. Okay, so just let me know why we are calling Java as a oops language or object oriented programming language. Just the thing which just answer it here. Of course, yeah, good, Kashish, because everything is object based in Java. Yeah, cool. So object based in sense, what I actually mean is, let me show you an example. Yes, so see, this is, I'll first welcome you. Yes. So see, see, this is Python, okay? So if in Python, if I want to give something means, I'll be just giving like this, welcoming you all. That's it. It simple print statement will be giving the desired output, okay? But here, okay, see, I'm having a main class over here, okay, and inside my main class I'm having the main method, and inside my main method only I'll be writing a print statement. So usually what people does is by seeing this first statement they'll be calling only this as Java, but we can do many things with the help of Java, okay? Yes, okay. Because it uses objects to model real world entities and their behavior. Yes, cool. Okay, yeah, correct. It uses objects here. Or if you want that a program exists in real world entity, then we have to make object of the classes. Yes, actually, like class is actually the blueprint of an object. Okay, and the object are real world entities. Like for example, like if I want to like store the records of 100 students over here, it doesn't make any sense for for each and every student I am going to write one like a thing and all, like name, class, everything, because some of the attributes might be common for all the students. Like if they belong, all the 100 belong to the same department and same college, means the attributes department and the college is going to be same thing, right? So what I'll be doing is, in order to create or in order to store those 100 students records, I'll be creating a blueprint of my student object. Okay, so it is going to be a class, a student class, so where I'll be having the attributes, the class variables, and the methods which is associated with it. Okay, with the help of those methods and the variables, I'll be creating the objects. How many objects I'll be creating? Because I want to store the 100 students records, I'll be creating 100 objects. Okay, so it makes my task very simpler one. Yes, Java program is designed using classes and objects. Yes, guys. Yeah, cool. Just give me a minute. Just you also take a minute break. Okay. Um, Next, we'll be seeing more about what is meant by a JVM, JRE, and JDK. Both three, I mean, all the three things are very important, but JVM is very, very important because whenever you're going to execute your Java code, JVM means a lot. Okay, so let's discuss these three things, but just have a couple of minute break. Okay, is it fine, guys, or do people have any doubts? And thank you for all the people like who have answered my question. Okay, so at 6:35, we'll start more about okay, JVM, JRE, and JDK. Okay, just take a couple of minute break. So, hi guys. So, let's resume the session. Why Swaraj is, like putting this emoji. Okay, that's good. Like, I'll never mind like any emojis. Okay. Yes. So next thing will be one second. Seeing more about JVM, JRE, and JDK. Okay, so all these three things it will be very useful only. Like whenever you try to execute a Java code. See, whenever you're writing particular Java program or any program, you must actually know how it actually works in the backend, because the thing which you'll be encountering from the front end is nothing but you will be writing some Java code and you'll be giving the run button. See here and all. If I'm going to be a user, okay, I'll be just writing the code and I'll be just clicking the run button. Okay, I don't know like what and all is happening in the backend, but like we are supposed to know what actually is being run in the backend, because we are developers, right? So we must know all those things as well. Okay, so next thing is Java virtual machine. Okay, so this is actually the architecture diagram of Java virtual machine. Okay, so in this, whenever as the name suggests, Java virtual machine, it is actually going to be a virtual thing, which means it doesn't exist physically. We cannot see the JVM, like anywhere, like in the form of libraries or anywhere. But the thing is, it actually provides us the environment for to run our Java program. Okay, so first of all, whenever you are having like dot Java class, so whenever you are writing a Java program, you will be storing it with dot Java extension. For people who know Python, like we'll be storing Python with dot .py extension, right? So similarly, we'll be storing the Java program with dot .java file extension. After compiling it, dot .java file is converted into dot class file. Okay, this class file is sent to the JVM for further execution. Okay, so JVM is nothing but it doesn't exist physically. It's a very very virtual thing, but it provides us the runtime environment. Okay, for people who are taking some notes kind of things, so you can note it down the keywords. Okay, it provides the runtime environment. Okay, that's it. And these are the four very important options, I mean, the important operations which JVM actually does. First thing is, in the next slide, we'll be discussing more about all these things. It loads the code, okay, and it verifies the code, and it executes the code, and it also provides us the runtime environment. Okay, so you just keep these four keywords in your mind now, but in the next slide I'll be explaining you what actually these four things, how JVM does all these things. Okay, so before going to how JVM does this, we are supposed to know the things like JRE and JDK. What is meant by JRE and what is meant by JDK, and how they contribute in order to execute your Java file. Okay, so just keep these four words. Okay, so one thing is it loads, verifies, and executes. Okay, and JVM it also provides runtime environment where your Java code can run, where your Java code can execute. Okay, so next thing is nothing but it is like JRE. It is Java runtime environment. Okay, so JRE is nothing but the set of libraries. Okay, plus the other files which the JVM uses at the runtime. Okay, for example, let's take your Java code. Like I mean, there are many pre-defined libraries which is available in Java. Okay, and if you want to use those libraries, you just want to import those libraries in your like Java program. So in the first statement, we will be giving statements like import java.util.star. Star in the sense, wait, we will be giving something else, import java.util.star. Okay, for example, here star refers to, means importing all the like methods which is present over, which is present which is present in the util library. Okay, so we have many things like this. Here util is the library, star means we are going to import all the methods into that particular program. Okay, or we are also have java.io star, I guess. We have these things which corresponds to the input output operations and all those things. Okay. So whenever you're using these kind of like import statements in your Java code, so these are all the libraries, right? These are all the libraries, util, IO, these are all the libraries. Okay. So actually your Java runtime environment contains the set of library, the some set of libraries. Okay, which means whenever your JVM is trying to execute this statement, this particular library is getting loaded from the GRE only. Your GRE will actually provide the util library. Okay, because from that library only you are going to use some methods, something like that, right? So whenever like you are putting this import statement, whenever you are writing a particular code, it actually means like you are going to you make use of that particular library for doing something, for using some methods or something like that. So when your JVM encounters this, these libraries which you're going to use will be getting loaded, and that libraries are actually stored with other files. It is actually stored in the Java runtime environment. Okay, and next thing is JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, so I'll be showing you what actually a JDK and JRE and all. JVM is only a virtual thing which doesn't exist physically. Okay, so we cannot see JDK. Sorry, we cannot see JVM only, but JDK and JRE we can see them physically, and I'll be showing you now as well. Okay, before going to that, let's see what is JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, it is actually an environment only which actually helps you to develop things using Java. So I have already said you, right, we can also do development using Java, like we can develop products and softwares with the help of Java. Okay, so in order to do some products and softwares using Java, you need some tools, right? In order to develop, you need some kind of development tools and all those resources and all. So JDK actually helps you providing those tools. Okay. So whenever you want to do some, projects in Java using applets or applets or something like Spring Boot and all, you are going to develop some application because of which you need some development kit and you need some tool kind of stuff in order to develop your application. So JDK actually helps in providing those things. Okay, so we have JVM. Okay, JVM plus the set of libraries is combined. It is called as JRE, Java Runtime Environment. So here JVM plus library sets. This is known as JRE, and this JRE added with the development tools which we use for a development purpose. It is combined. It is known as JDK. Okay. So before proceeding to how JVM works, let me show you the JDK and the JRE. Okay. So how many people have Eclipse or IDE something like Intel J with you guys? Is everything fine? Do you people have any doubts until this? Wow, nice emoji. Okay. One second, one second. Guys, now is it okay for you? I have shifted my place. Now is it okay for you? Sorry guys, like now is it okay for you? Kashish, Ajay, we do speed test. If my network is right now, I'll continue here itself. Guys, now is it okay? Okay. So which means that can I repeat it again? Can I repeat the concepts like JVM, JRE, and JDK again? Are you clear with that? Or that background noise was like overtaking my voice, something like that? Or do people understood? Sorry guys, I apologize, sorry. Guys, are you clear with the things over here, or can I repeat it again? Good speed, okay. I'm good to go. Repeat, okay, sure. See, first thing is JVM. Okay, so JVM, it is actually a virtual thing, which means we will not be able to physically see the JVM and all. Okay, but JVM, it actually helps you in order to provide the runtime environment. Okay, so whenever you are writing a Java code, like it is not something like you are writing some set of lines, okay, and you are getting some output of it, and that's it. No, because we are from the CS background, and we are a developer, right? So we actually want to know in the background or in the backend what how the code is actually getting converted, and how the code is actually getting executed. Okay, so JVM is a very very important concept, and it doesn't exist physically, but it is actually the thing which provides a runtime environment for a Java code in order to get executed. Okay, so I have already shown you these things, right? So whenever you are actually writing your Java program, no, you after writing, whenever you are saving it, you'll be saving it with .java extension. Okay, so here also when you see the online compilers, okay, you're having the file over here, you're having the Java code over here. This is being stored with .java extension. Okay, and whenever you're compiling it, this Java file is actually converted into a class file. With that class file will be having the extension dot class. Okay, this class file only is sent to the JVM for further execution. Okay, directly your Java code will not be sent to the JVM. So first of all, after compilation, your Java code will be converted into class file, and it will be sent to the JVM. Okay, so as I've already said, it doesn't exist physically, but it just provides you the runtime environment. And these are all the four important things, like which you want to keep in mind. First thing, these are all the four important operations which your JVM actually does. One is loads the code, next is verifies the code, and another one is executes the code, and it also provides you the runtime environment. Okay, please don't worry about these four terminologies. Okay, so we'll be seeing more about it, how it loads the code, how it verifies the code, how it executes the code, and all. We'll be seeing it in the next slides. Okay, and this is actually the architecture diagram of JVM. Okay, so I have said, right, so the class file is sent to the JVM, and then we have certain important parts in JVM. I'll be explaining you detailing in the next slide. Okay, and next thing is JRE. I'll keep an eye over the chat. Okay, yes, so JRE. Okay, so JRE is nothing but it actually helps you in providing a set of libraries. Okay, and JRE and JDK, these two things actually they are visible to you. You will be able to find it. Okay, I'll be showing you as well. Okay, so whenever you are writing some program, okay, which involves the usage of some libraries. Okay, because in Java we have many libraries, many predefined libraries, and we can use any methods from there. Okay, so here for example, I'm giving an import statement in my program. Okay, I'm giving it as import java.util.star. Okay, star, it actually defines just want to import all the methods from that particular library. Okay, so the library which I have used here is a util library. So from this util library, I'll be making use of, I mean, like I'm just importing all the methods. Either I can use one method from that library, or I can go with the number of methods. It is up to my use case only. Okay, so yes, so whenever we are giving statements like this, and whenever your JVM is encountering things like this, it actually needs a set of libraries, right? In order to fetch the methods from there, because even only when the library is present, you'll be able to import it. Okay, so this is all about it. So the JVM along with the library set, the set of libraries which is actually used to run your Java file, it is actually known as Java Runtime Environment. Okay, and next thing is Java Development Kit (JDK). Okay, So I have already said you that Java is not only used for as a programming language for DSA purpose in coding things, it is also used in the field of development purpose, right? For example, we also use Java in order to create and build products, software products and applications. Either it can be a web or it can be an app as well. So whenever we are trying to develop some products with the help of Java, we need some development tools in order to help us with it. So whenever you are using concepts like Tomcat applets, like Spring Boot, Swings and all, some set of development kit is already provided to us. Some set of development tools are already provided to us, and this is being given with the help of JDK. So JVM is a single thing. JVM along with the set of libraries, it is combinedly it is together called as JRE. Okay, and this JRE along with the development tools, it is combinedly called it as JDK. So these are the three different things. So in the next slide, we'll be seeing more about what a JVM is, how means how you're like after converting your Java file into class file, how what are the steps that your class file actually undergoes in order to get executed. Okay, so as we'll be just seeing how JVM actually works. Okay, so guys, I'll pause it over here. Do you people have any doubts, or is it fine? Is it okay? Can we continue? In between, let me give you some a couple of minute break. Okay, not now. I'm not giving you break now, but I'm just telling you. Okay, so that like it will be some kind of pause for to to just recall the things which you have learned, and if you have any doubts you can ask me then and there. Kashish, continue. Okay, and how is the Josh, guys? How is the Josh? Okay, so others, have you understood, Kashish? Have you understood, guys? Others, have you understood? Have you got a rough idea of what JVM, JRE and JDK is? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the prompt response. Okay, thank you, Ajay. Okay, so next thing we'll see how JVM works. Okay, so this is actually the like what to say, the architecture diagram. Okay, the JVM's architecture diagram. So I have already said you my Java file after compiling it will be converted into class file. Okay, so first thing we have seen the four different operations how JVM does. First is link loading, loads the code, and next is it verifies the code, and next one is it executes the code. So your class file is first sent to this class loader subsystem. Okay. So where these three things will be occurring. It is very important. Please keep an eye on it. First thing is loading, another thing is linking, and next thing is initialization. Okay. So in the loading process, actually what it does is whatever thing you have, used in your particular code. For example, you have used any kind of extensions, or whether you have used any kind of libraries and all those things will be getting loaded. Okay, because that actually helps your code. So if you're using any methods or any attributes from that class, means it will be helpful for you to execute, right? So first of all, necessary libraries and the necessary things will be getting loaded in your code. Okay, next thing, it's the linking process. Okay, it verifies the syntax of your code, whether each and every syntax which you have followed is correct or not, and it actually prepares your code in order to be getting executed. Okay, so linking and loading process is something like this. Loads means it actually loads the necessary things, the necessary libraries and the set of tools which you have used in your particular code. And linking this, it verifies with the libraries, and it verifies the syntaxes of your code if you're written in a correct way or not, and it actually prepares your code for execution. And next thing here is initialization. Okay, so whenever you come to see about initialization, uh, we have variables like static variables. Okay, so we also have static classes and all, and the static keyword is a very important keyword. So static variables are variables, or like we do have some variables like constant variables. Okay, so these variables actually their values will remain the same, like wherever you declare. If you're giving static a is equal to static a is equal to 50, then the value of a variable, because it is static, right? So the a variable's value will be holding 50, okay, in your entire code. And as it is the static variable, only one time, I means only, at the time of execution only, your initialization of the variable takes place. Afterwards, if you try to manipulate the variable also, it won't be getting manipulated because it is a static variable. Okay, and there are some constant variables whose value will be constant throughout your Java code. Those set of those kinds of static variables and constant variables which is present in your Java code will actually be initialized in the initialization process, means in the class node subsystem. Okay, for example, here static is equal to 50, so 50 value is being assigned to a. This is actually known as the initialization process. You are going to just give a value to a particular variable. So this initialization process, so where and all it is required, where and all you are having constant and static variables, those assignments, those initializations will be occurring over here. Okay, and next thing is the runtime data area. This runtime data area, it is actually, like for example, you're having some uh, 10 lines of code. Okay, so and in between you're having some function. Let's say in your from your fourth line to sixth line, you're having some function. Okay, so first of all, whenever you're whenever you're trying to execute, whenever your JVM encounters a function, it actually skips. Only from your main method actually your code execution will actually starts. So in your main method, if you're making use of any functions, means then only, the control will be going to that function, and the function will be getting executed, right? So the order in which your execution must be, means the sequence, the hierarchy, the order in which your control must work things, must execute things, it is known as, it is actually done by this runtime data area. Okay, in the sense, like I'll be telling you. First of all, method area. Okay, so I'll be telling you what and all the stuffs which is stored in this method area. In the method area, so like for example, you're having some class. Okay, let's say your class is student. Okay, and in that student class, you're having some instance variables or some class variables. Okay, you're having some variables like id, name, and marks. Okay, and you're having some methods like display or get result, something like this. Okay, or get attendance. Okay, something like this. Okay, so the information regarding some class will be getting stored in the method area. So in the method area, the information regarding the class, so we are having some student class, and the class variables associated with the student class are id, name, marks, and the methods which is associated with the student classes display, get result, and get attendance. These things about your classes will be getting stored in the method area. Okay, so next comes the heap area. So whenever you are using, the variables. Okay, whenever you're creating any variables, whenever you're initializing any variables, and whenever you're using any variables, those information related to variable, whether it is a normal variable or whether it is static variable, or if it has some value, everything, it will be stored in the heap area. In the sense, if you're giving a is the int a is equal to 10, so that will be actually stored in your heap area, and in the heap a will be assigned to the value 10. Okay, and next is the stack area. Stack, in stack, like everything, I mean, like for people who know intermediate level Java, I hope you know what is meant by multi-threading, right? So multi-threading is nothing but, in multi-threading we'll be executing the processes, and a single thread, it is actually, represents a smallest unit of a process. Okay, so similarly, in stack area, we'll be having the addresses. It means in which order the threads must be performing. We'll be having the information of the threads in the order of which they are supposed to be executed. For example, let's say we are having some 10 lines of code. Okay, so I mean, I'm telling it in normal programming thing. Okay. So first, let's have some import statements. Okay. And we are having some method. Okay. Let's say we are having. I'll be just telling from two to fourth line. I'm having some method. Okay. And from my fifth line only, my main program starts. And here I'm having some block of code. And in my ninth line, I'm going to call this particular method. Okay, the method here is method name, let's say square. Okay, so I'm going to call my square method over here. Okay, so first thing, sequence of execution. Okay, so the thing how like the control will be executing your Java file is, so first thing it encounters, it's a import statement, so the necessary set of libraries will be getting imported. Okay, and next thing here it encounters that you are going to write. I mean it is a function. Okay, so it skips. Okay, so from 2 to 4 it skips, and now at the fifth line it is a main method, right? So from here only your code execution will actually begin. Okay, so from here uh, yes, so it will, your fifth line will be getting executed, sixth line, seventh line. Let's say you're having some printer statements in your seventh and eighth line. Seventh statement will be getting executed, eighth will be getting executed, and after which ninth statement. So in your ninth statement, you have called the method function calling or method calling. In any way, it's going to be the same. So here in your ninth line, you are calling the method square. Now only your control goes to the second line. Okay, and from second line to fourth line, your control actually like executes. So this is how your normal execution takes place whenever you are taking some program, right? So these are all the like it is not occurring in sequential order like 1 2 3 4 5 110. It's not in that order, right? So first, if it is encountering some method, means it is getting skipped from a main method only, the execution actually starts, and whenever you are calling that particular function only, the control goes to that function and the execution begins. So these kind of way, like in order to say which line after which line your code must execute, like here after executing my ninth line, I must not execute my 10th line. I must go to my second line, right? So these are all different threads. Okay, so means thread is nothing but a single subunit of a process. The smallest unit of a process is something called as thread. So these sequence order only will be stored in the stack area. Okay, and in the PC registers for each and every thread, the addresses will be stored in the PC register. And yes, so the native method stack, it is actually a supporting statement for your entire runtime data area. Okay, and next thing over here is the execution engine. Okay, so here now only your code is actually coming into the execution part. Okay, so I just want you people to answer this question to me here. They have given interpreter, right? So what is the difference between compiler and interpreter? Let me type this question. What you can make use of any internet, anything. Okay, so just let me know what is the difference between an interpreter and a compiler. What? Because it helps you create programs but creating object. Oh, now only I'm receiving this message, or now only have you posted this message, Mona Lisa? Guys, I just want you people to let me know what is the difference between an interpreter and a compiler. I hope some guys, I mean, are you people with me, or have you put your laptops on or sleep and you went to sleep? Are you with me, guys? Sure, sure. I'll provide you the notes. Guys, are you with me? Like, are you in the same Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. So yeah, so let me know what is the difference between a compiler and an interpreter. Compiler identify the error. Okay. Interpreter. Uh-huh. Compiler translates source code into machine code. Okay. Before running a program, while an interpreter translates and runs code line by line. Good, Bhargav. Sharma, compiler identify the error. So does that mean interpreter will not identify the error which is present in your code? Just like one more time you check and no issues. Like one more time you check and let me know in the chat. Okay, because both the things it will help you to identify the error in your code. Okay, whether you are going to use a compiler or interpreter, if your code has some error, it will be identified. Okay, but the thing is the way of execution, how compiler does and how an interpreter does. Okay, but very good. Like I'm appreciating you for like answering prompt response. Translate source code into machine code before running a program. hmm I mean also the same. Like everything like okay. And how the execution will be, how the pattern of execution will be. Can anyone surf on it? Pattern of execution. Okay, converting. Good. Pain Molly. Line by line checking code is called interpreter. Then how a compiler will be checking your entire code? Do you people have any idea how your compiler checks? Good, Sharma. Interpreter and fairer line by line. Okay. So thank you for these four people. Thank you. I think only these four people are active. I don't know about others. Guys, if it is wrong also, that's not an issue, okay? But just like be active. Guys, I just want to ask a genuine question. Is the class boring or is it more of a theoretical part, very vague, very boring? Can be very, like you can be genuine to me. If it is something like that, I'll be moving on now to something else. Mayank, okay. Compare transit source code integration. Array, this only you have said it earlier also, no? Okay. Guys, like waiting for your response. Either it is interesting or it is boring or it is more of a theoretical one. So I don't know about this much. Good, Kashish. Like I'll explain you. Don't worry. Okay. I hope. I mean, you people haven't said anything about it, so I'm taking it in a way that it is interesting for you guys. Good, cool. Yeah, good. Good, Sharma. You are getting bored. Okay, don't worry. No, we'll be switching on. After seeing this, we'll be switching to a very interesting topic. Okay, DSA. Okay, compiler identify error whole code and give output. Yes, you are correct. So, see, let's take. I'm going to have 10 lines of code. Okay, so let me have like let's say my sixth line of my code contains some error. Okay, so if I'm going to use compiler over here, compiler for my execution, what it does is it actually checks my entire code. Okay, it checks in line number 1, no error is there. Comes to line number 2, no error. 3, no error. 4, no error. 5, no error. 6, error. Error is present in my sixth line, right? But it will not halt. Okay, again it will continue. It will continue. Okay, it goes to my second. It goes to my seventh line, no error. It goes to my eighth line, no error. It goes to my ninth, 10th line. It reaches the end of my code, and then only it will be prompting that at line number 6 you are having some syntax error. Okay, this is how my compare works. Even if I'm getting an error in my sixth line, okay, no halting will be taking place. Execution will be carried out only at my end of my code. After the entire my entire code is getting compiled, my entire code is getting executed only. I'll be getting this message like at line number 6 I'm having some syntax error. Okay, but if I'm going to use my interpreter in this sense, Line by line it checks. First line, no error, okay. Second line, no error, okay. Third line, no error, okay. Fourth line, no error. Fifth line, no error. Sixth line, it encounters an error, right? That's it. My execution is going to be halted. Okay. The control comes out of the sixth line and it will be, prompting this message to me. At line number six, you'll be having the syntax error, which means my seventh line, eighth line, ninth line will not be getting executed. Only when I resolve this error, okay, after that, when I'm executing my code, it checks no error. It checks until six, no error is there. Seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, like I'll be the entire code will be getting executed, and then only I'll be getting the desired output. Like for example, if I'm writing the program for addition of two numbers, then I'll be getting the desired output. Okay, okay, you're getting bored. Okay, okay, don't worry, cool. Like Kashish, are you able to understand this interpreter and compiler? Now are you able to understand this, guys? For people who don't know the difference between interpreter and compiler, people can respond. No, if you're responding quickly, no, then I'll be telling you some interesting things. Yep. Okay. Sharma, you know already. Okay. I mean, Kashish was the one got it. Okay. Cool. Okay. So before seeing the next things, let me show you. And how many people like DSA first of all? People who say I'm not good at DSA, but still I like it. Okay, that's cool, that's great. Some people will be there, I like DSA and I'm good at DSA. Some people will be there, I'm not good at DSA and I don't like it as well. So may okay, so you don't like DSA. So guys, how many people here don't like DSA? Yes. What a prompt response, Bhargav. You do like DSA, yeah? Like I mean, like you can complete the entire sheet. No? I think I have seen this profile one. I mean, earlier. Vikex Gaming. Are you my previous student or in this batch and you are a new one? So yes, guys. So I said right, we'll be able to see the JDK and JRE physically. See, I'm not going to teach you anything. Okay, I'm just going to show you a demo. Like I'm just going to show you the things where your JDK and JRE actually resides, and I'm going to. No, I'm not asking about Bhargav. I'm asking about Vikex Gaming. Yes, how are you? I don't know your name. How are you, Vikex? Previous student. Okay, I like DSA a lot. Okay, so Bhargav, you like DSA, na? So, is there something like you're following some DSA sheets? There are more DSA sheets which is available, no? Okay, Vikash. Vikash. Okay. Interpreter checks code line by line. Yes, you are correct, Vignesh. Okay. So Vikash, how are you and what are you doing here? Okay, guys. So see, in my source, no, I'll be having. See here we have GRE system library. Okay, so I told you, na, we'll be having the JRE and the JDK are visible. So let me maximize it. So yes, so these are the different libraries which I have, which will be supporting my JVM whenever my Java code is getting executed. Okay, so I have something like Java.compiler, Java.desktop, logging management, naming, HTTP, and also like we can even do some web-based projects. Like I can, do some like I can make use of those HTTP protocols and also I can work with Java. Okay, but I haven't done those things. SQL we have, XML we have. These are all the JRE system libraries. And here we have the different development tools: JDK.attach, JDK.carsets, JDK.compare, crypto, Dynalink, HTTP server. So whenever you're trying to connect to a server, or whenever you're trying to make use of this HTTP protocols and all those things, you can make use of this development toolkit, and you can work according to your project use case or according to your requirement. Okay, so these are all the different JDKs, the development toolkits we have. And these are all the different GRE libraries like which we have in order to support our execution of a Java code. And here I'm using Eclipse IDE. Okay, there are many IDEs. You can go with Intel J as well, and I'm using Eclipse, or else you can also go with any other IDE. Online compiler is also available, but my friends actually they have asked me to switch to Intel J because they have said that the interface will be so good, but I haven't switched yet. If you people want, you can. I was just watching. Maybe I could learn something new. Oh, Vikas. Okay, cool. So, how are you actually? Like, okay. So, next thing. For people who like DSA a lot, and for people who don't like DSA a lot, for both, like I'll be telling you the things which guys is this also boring for you. I'll be telling you how to prepare for DSA and all. Who's it? Kashish and Mayank. I mean, the content which I'm going to say now, is it also will it be also boring to you? Okay, so like let me tell more about DSA. Okay, so for people who don't know about DSA, it is nothing but data structure and algorithm things. Okay, so let me share my experience of how I have prepared for DSA and all. So there are many, like cheat sheets or many DSA sheets which is available in the internet, but I used to follow like a Striver sheet. Okay, so this was the thing which I have followed, and people who haven't who have not yet solved any one question DSA also, like I will recommend you to create your accounts today itself in platforms like Lead Code, Code Chef, yeah, Lead Code, Code Chef, Hacker Rank. Okay, then what we have? Oh, we have many things. Okay, so a geeks for geeks. Okay, so there are many other steps. You can create your accounts and you can start coding. It is not something like you want to have a streak or you want to code in every program, every coding platform, then only you'll be getting master on it. No, it is not something like that. Even if you're following a single coding platform also, it is completely fine. For example, if like I'm following lead code, okay, which means I'll not be doing it regularly as well, but I want to do it regularly. Okay, so like I used to follow lead code, gigs for gigs, and next thing I think it is code blocks or something which I have. Coding ninjas, okay. So but majorly I used to concentrate only on lead code. Okay, so it is fine if you're concentrating on any one. So please, for students who are not having any accounts, you create it today. Okay, and here in DSA Striver sheet, we'll be having all the concepts like we have to log in over here so that our progress will also be displayed to us. And like according to the each subtopics, we'll be having a set of problems. Okay, so for example, binary search. Okay, so here binary search when you're applying on 1D arrays. Okay, so we used to have article over here. Okay, so first of all, see to give go to this practice question. So here will be the link of that particular problem. Try to solve. First of all, try to understand the problem what they're asking you to do. Okay, and try to understand the problem. If you're not getting any logic means, just go there, just refer to their article. Okay, it will be also so good. Like they used to follow first of all the naive approach. Naive approach is nothing but the brute force approach. So whenever you people are preparing for the interview things, okay, whenever you're preparing for interview, whenever a question is being asked to you, the interviewer actually wants you to solve that particular problem by using brute force approach only. Okay, so first you'll be solving the brute force, after which you'll be optimizing your solution, and at last you'll be giving you the interviewer an optimized approach. Okay, and yes, so if you're not able to understand by seeing this article as well, you can just go to his YouTube channel and you can watch that particular solution. Okay, and yes, so in YouTube, the channel name is take you forward. Take you forward is his channel name. You can follow him for oh, you can follow him. Okay. If you want to, refer more things on DSA. And one more thing. See, I have made use of this sheet. I'm not promoting and all, but if you want to make use of it, you can use of it because, as per my experience, I have only used his sheet and it was very helpful for me. If you are interested in using any other sheet as well, you can use it because we have many sheets like Grokkings and all. I'm not sure about that. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, Kashish. Okay. Cool. So this is all about the thing which I was about to say. And guys, I just want I mean I have took more batches in my previous thing, but I just want to create like a new initiative from this batch in the sense. Like due to my other works, I couldn't concentrate more on solving lead code problems daily. But I just want to create a small WhatsApp group, where you people can also be a part of it, and we can start solving the coding problems regularly. So it is not it is completely from it is not in the internship basis and all. So and whatever you're doing internship or I mean internship or something like that, it is completely out of that thing only. So if you people are interested, you can let me know so that I can go with this initiative of we'll be creating a common space, and there let's solve the daily challenges in lead code and all those things. And then we'll be discussing the solutions, like we'll be sharing the solutions because that will help us to motivate and boost, no? Okay, ma'am, can we continue Java? Okay, Sharma, don't worry. Sharma, you are from which year and which college? So I think now it feels boring for him. So he wants me to switch to Java to find something interesting. I guess is it something like that? Okay. Or I'm not sure whether he is a DSA hater or not. Okay, so here, yeah, this is the quite difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Okay, so compiler it actually checks the error once it compiles your entire code, and interpreter it checks the code line by line, and if an error is encountered in like fifth line, then the execution will be getting halted and error is being prompted to. This is a very important thing over here in the execution engine. This is nothing but JIT compiler. Okay, JIT compiler is nothing but just in time government engineering college second year. Okay, okay, sure. Okay, so let me have this example. JIT. JIT in the sense just in time compiler. Okay, so let's suppose say here I have 10 lines only. Okay, assume it I'm going to have some 100 lines of code. Okay, and I'm going to use this square method for about 20 times. Okay, let's say for 20 times or for 30 times in that 100 lines of code, I'm going to give this function call. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay. So first time your interpreter comes, okay, and it executes this line, okay, and it executes your sorry, it comes here and it is a function, right? So your lines from 2 to 4 it will be getting skipped, and your entire execution will be beginning only from the main method, and all these written statements will be getting executed. Once at the ninth line it is encountering a function call, so your control goes to your second line. Am I right? Yes. So what will be the case? For example, if I'm in my code I'm calling this square method for 30 times. Square method, sorry, square method for 30 times. What happens? 30 times it must go compile that function. I mean function in Python is actually called method in Java. Okay, So it goes to that function, it gets compiled, it comes. So 30 times the compilation process will be taking place, which is actually, some redundancy, right? Redundancy in the sense, unnecessarily we are doing that particular operation because already the function square is being compiled for the very first time. So it doesn't make any sense of like reiterating the same process for 29 times, right? So what this JIT compiler does in the sense, for the very first time when your compiler, I mean when your interpreter checks the method, it actually, what it does is it actually compiles and it gets stored temporarily in the JIT compiler. So here, first line executed, second line, okay, after ninth line only your second line will be getting executed, because in your ninth line only you're going to call the actual square method function, right? So what it does is, from line 2 to 4, okay, the execution, or I mean the execution will be done, it will be compiled and it will be actually stored in the JIT compiler. Okay, means from 2 to 4, let's say something like this, from 2 to 4 it will be stored of method square will be already compiled, already it will be executed, and the executed method will already be present in the JIT compiler. Okay, so for example, let's say in your 11th line also you're calling the square method, in your 12th line also you're going to call the square method, 13th line also you're going to call square method, like this you're going to call it 30 times. Okay, so first time it is encountered here, so next time whenever your function call is being encountered, it will not go to that second line, it will not check over here, it will go to the JIT compiler, it checks whether that method is already compiled or not, already it has been executed or not. If it has been already executed previously, it takes directly from here itself. Okay, if not, only it again executes and it again does the things. So okay, and again in the 12th line it is encountering the square method, right? So again it checks in the JIT compiler, already in the previous step we have executed the square method, so again the execution of the square method will not occur. Okay, so directly from the just in time compiler, the executed code will be getting used. Okay, so in order to reduce the redundancy and in order to increase the performance and like the efficiency, okay, only the JIT just in time compiler is used, and it is actually a very temporary one. Okay, and next thing is the garbage collector, which is present over here. So people who know C and all, we C++ and all, whenever uh, the scope of variable is over, scope of a variable in the sense, it refers to lifetime of a variable, lifetime in the sense, until which part of your code, until which like area, or until which part block of your code that variable will be holding some value. Okay, if I'm declaring a global variable, so that variable will be accessed and the lifetime of the variable will be in the entire code, which means I can access that variable in the entire code. Or if I'm going to give any local variables inside a for loop, that lifetime of a variable is inside only that for loop, only inside the for loop I can make use of that variable. Okay, so this is actually meant by the scope of a variable. Okay, so once the scope of variable is over, deallocation will be done. So whenever you are giving int a is equal to 10, memory will be allocated to the int variable. I mean to the a variable, variable a of integer data type, the memory will be getting allocated. So once the scope is getting over, deallocation of the memory must be taking place. Because of which people who know C and C++, you'll be using the free pointer over here, free of the variable. Okay, but here automatically Java does it for us. Okay, the deallocation purpose and all, and it is done with the help of this garbage collector. Okay, and the native method interface and the method library are actually the supporting tools in order to carry out this entire process. So this is all about how the JVM actually works. So yes, so do you people have any doubts on this entire process? Guys, do you people have any doubts? uh, Sharma, did you understand this? Did you understand the later part which you have discussed about the JVM? What about others? Kashish, Bhargav. Bhargav, you said you like DSC a lot. No? Was this a very useful information? Guys, are you on the track, or please respond to the messages now? Oh, cool. You're following style sheet only. Okay. So, are you people clear with the JVM things so that we can switch to next concepts? Yes, I understand. Okay. What about others? And a short quiz. What is the latest version of the Java development kit? Guys, you can browse it, you can Google it. But I just want you people to, give me the answer for this. The latest version of JDK. That's it for today. No, no, no. Like, we are having still some concepts to see. We'll see that, and guys, am I audible? JDK 23. Yes. Am I audible now? Sharma, am I audible? Or is there any network glitch from my side? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Then why, Kashish, you said that's it for today? JDK 23. Okay, what about others? Good, good, Sharma. Fatafat, like, guys, come on, respond now so that we can move on to other concepts as well. We are having lot things to cover. Only Sharma has responded to my question. What about others? Okay. What is the latest version of the JDK? JDK 23. Yes. Okay. Yep, guys. Yeah. Okay. So JDK 22. It was not updated. Okay. It was not updated. Huh. Okay. So how next thing is how actually a Java code looks. I'll be just telling you the meaning and okay, let's see. So first of all, these are all the four important things. So whenever you come to see a Java code, for sure you'll be having these statements. Okay, why in the sense this is a package. Okay, so this is actually the way how you want to write a code in Eclipse and all. But in All-in Compiler, you won't be using the concept called package. Okay, package is nothing but a collection of classes. It is known as a package. Okay, so inside a package we can have many number of classes. Okay, here we are having a public class simple hello. So my class name is going to be hello. Okay, and here public static void main will be my main method, and in a Java file only one main method can be there. Okay, more than one main method can never be there in a Java file, and your actual execution of your code will be starting only from the main method. Okay, whatever methods you have in your class, only if you're going to use that particular method in your main function, that method will be executed, otherwise it's not. Okay, so here we'll be seeing the four important things, the meaning of why we are putting public static void main, what, so and so. Okay, public is nothing but access modifier. Okay, so usually we have we said, right? So Java is not only a programming language, but it is also used to create some development things, and it is also used to create the console-based applications and all. So the access modifier is, we have four access modifiers in Java. Okay, it is nothing but private, public, protected, and default. So if you are not specifying any access modifier, default it is actually taken. Okay, so public in the sense, if you are giving public, uh, I mean, like int a is equal to some variable or public methods you're using, that method is actually accessed by anyone from anywhere. Okay, so anybody can access because it is a public method. You're giving public access for everybody to like make use of that method. But if you're giving private, if you're using the private access modifier, means others can not use your method. So it is just giving the uh, access thing only. If you're using protected, it will be having some restrictions. Okay, so this is actually meant by the public word over there. And next thing is static. So I have already said you what a static variable is. Okay, so the values, the variables which is going to have constant variables along the program, and also the execution of that the execution of that particular statement will be done only once. Okay, and when it comes to static classes, okay, whenever you're giving class name like public static class simple hello, or class static class simple hello, what it actually does is, we know class means blueprint of an object. Guys, please don't worry if you're not getting things into your head. Okay, whenever from tomorrow and all, we'll be dealt with the coding things. Okay, so like just hear all these things. If you want to take notes also, you can take, so that whenever I'm telling more about the classes things and all, whenever we are seeing it practically, you'll be able to understand things, okay, in a better way. So like for example, let's take we was discussing static, right? Okay, so let's take, I'm going to have a student class. Okay, whenever if I want to access the variables, and if I want to access the methods which is associated to a particular class, I want to create an object, and one day with the help of an object, I'll be able to access the methods and the variables, right? But if your class is static, okay, you are not supposed, or you, I mean, without creating an object also, you can directly make use of the variables and make use of the methods. That is actually meant by static. Okay, void is nothing but, void is whenever you are writing or declaring a method, the method must be the return type. Okay, and the method name. Okay, so void here is, void means nothing. If you're using integer, which means that your method is going to return an int value. If you have specified the return type as float, or if you have specified the return type as boolean, it means that your return type, that function is going to return you some boolean stuff. For example, yeah, what default does, wait, I'll be showing you. Access modifiers in Java table, we have a table. Yes, until that comes, no, I'll be giving you this example. This minute very slow. Yes, so this is all about. So if your I mean if your class is public, means, okay, another class also can make use of your class. For example, see, in this, inside a package, let's take, I'll be having some package LLD preparation. Okay, these are all the different classes which I have. For example, if I have this class is public, okay, from another class also I can Hello. Guys, am I audible now? Sorry, there was a network glitch from my side. Am I audible? Okay. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was actually answering the question which Sharma has asked, like about the default does. So this is the table. Yeah. So this is the table over here. So you asked about default, right? So this is the table. So we have four access modifiers in Java. Okay. So we have, see, uh, in source I have different packages. These are all the different packages, and inside different packages I have different classes. Okay, so for this example, let me take the Java bootcamp package and LLD preparation package. Okay, so first thing, class. If my class is public, or if my if I'm having a public method, okay, it means that inside the class I'll be able to means I'll be able to access that particular variable. Let's take method itself. Okay, I'm having a public method, okay, called sample. Okay, I'll be able to access it from another class also. Okay, another class from same package. Okay, same class from same package, another class from same package. Okay, and also across packages also I'll be able to access that particular method. So I have defined a method in abstract factory.java. Okay, so for example, it is public. I can also make use of these attributes in round robin.java. Okay, across packages also it is available. Subclass in the sense the class which actually inherits from that particular class. Okay, see, for example, how to say this to you, we'll be seeing it in the concept of inheritance. So that time I'll be telling you more about the access modifiers. Okay, inheritance is a concept. See, for example, I'm having a parent class in the sense I'm having some class. I want to make use of the attributes and the methods in another class. I'm having class A. I have already declared the variables, and I have already declared the methods in class A. I want to make use of some of the attributes and some of the methods in class B. So it doesn't make any sense of creating it again, right? So what I'll be doing is I'll be inheriting my class, B from class A, okay, with the help of extends keyword, and I'll be making use of it. So even if you are using any inherited classes also, if you're using public, then it will be accessible. Okay, and globally it will be accessible. If you're giving default means like you'll be able to access it across packages, or you'll be able to access it across the classes, but subclasses it will not be able to access, like in the sense you are from different packages. Okay, but here your class is inherited, you are having some class which is inherited abstract factory.java. You'll not be able to make use of these methods. This is actually meant by default. Across packages and across classes only you'll be able to access this method, the default method, but globally it will not be available for anybody to access. And class will not. Is it fine, Sharma? Is it fine? In sense, these are nothing but see, whenever you are writing a particular variable or whenever you are writing a particular function, it is giving what and all things can access my. If you are giving private in the sense, what happens is, see, if I'm going to have some private abstractor, here I'm having, if I'm going to have some private class or something like this, wait, yeah, here I have private, no, here I have private admin. So here my admin method will be a private one, okay. So private one only, the classes which is present in my package will be able to access this admin, okay. Only the classes which is present under my LLD preparation package only will be able to access this admin method. That's why tick is being given to this classes. But even from another package, from round robin, I will not be able to access this admin method. So if I'm using private means it is only restricted to my own package and my own set of classes which is present under that package. I'll not be able to access it across packages and all. Is it clear, Sharma? Like, is it clear to you? Am I audible? If someone can respond, no? Anybody can respond. Have you got the thing which I have said? No response. Guys, am I audible now? Network is low. We are not able to understand. Now is it fine? See, it's very simple. Like, I mean, during my explanation itself, it got I mean, there was a glitch from my network. Okay, 10 minutes left. Wait. No, like I'm there to wind up the session. Don't worry, 10 minutes. I think now I'll be getting the internet. I have changed the spot, so for sure, I think now there won't be any problem. Screen is not getting. Yeah, network issues there from my side. Wait, no, I'm trying to fix it up. Attendance, I'm not sure about the attendance. About Shaik. Like you can ask the OctaNet team. Guys, is my voice audible? Or I'm not able to share my screen right now, but I just want to know is my voice audible so that I'll be explaining you tomorrow. I mean, I'll see to that I'm not facing any network glitch from my side. But I just want to answer to Sharma's question, like the meaning of default over here. Default audible. Okay, cool. Uh, See, access modifiers are actually used in order to, give the privileges for others in order to use your particular method or variable. Okay, so access modifiers, it can be given to either a class. You can either give public class student, or you can give it to a variable like public int a, or you can give it to anything, or you can also give it to a particular method. You can give the access to anybody anywhere. Okay, the thing is like, if I mean like, you just go to the go you just google it. I thought of sharing it to you. Just a minute. Yes. So just google it. Okay, just google like access modifiers table. So I thought of presenting it, but I'm not getting it right now. Tomorrow I'll be continuing with it as well, don't worry. Okay, just google it. You just give access modifiers in java table. So you will be seeing something like a public, protected, private and default, and you'll be having ticks under four categories: class, package, subclass and global. Okay. Can anybody acknowledge if you like, have you googled it? Once again, I'll try presenting my screen. I got. So is this visible? Is this table visible to you? Can anyone acknowledge, guys? Shibu, Charu, Vignesh, Kashish, anybody? Shaikh? Am I audible? Yep. Okay. Okay. So see here, it actually means if you're giving public. Okay, so here I was showing you this now. See, I don't know how many times I want to explain this. Okay, because network is getting low whenever. Okay, so see, let's take the example of these two packages. Okay, Java Bootcamp, LLD preparation. Okay, under this LLD preparation, I have this set of classes, and under Java Bootcamp, I have this set of classes. Okay, if my class is public, then see, if my class is public, if my abstract factory class is public, I can make use of this class. I can make use of the attributes, the methods which is present in this class anywhere inside this. So I can make use of the methods in food.java, or I can directly access my methods even in across packages. LLD preparation package is different, Java Bootcamp package is different, but I can access the methods in roundrobin.java as well. Okay, so here I'll be giving you some example. See here, I have used private method. So private, this admin is going to be my method name, right? Yeah. So just compare it with the table. So here for private, only across classes I'll be able to access. So if my admin method is private, okay, I am having a admin method in admin.java. I'll be able to access it like I'll be able to access it only inside the classes which is present under the same package. But across packages, I'll not be able to access it. And subclass is nothing but whenever you are, the concept of inheritance, that time only subclass takes zero. So actually, default is nothing but the access, the roles and permissions which you're giving to others in order to use your particular code or your particular method or class or variable, something like that. If you're giving default under the same class, like see, if I'm giving some default package over here, inside the same package I'll be able to access, and across packages I'll be able to access, that's it. Okay, but other permissions are denied. So now is it clear, Sharma? I think glitch was not there this time. So now is it clear? Just you're giving the access, that's it. Okay, nothing much. Okay, so whenever you are trying to build the LLD based applications, that time only you have to be very conscious of doing these stuffs because you'll be having some sensitive information like credentials, right? For login credentials and all, you cannot give it as public. So if you're using username and password as your variables, so that time you are supposed to have private access modifiers for that. Okay, so is that fine? And next thing, I'll be like winding up with this slide. Tomorrow I'll fix it. That's okay. That's a cute emoji. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so main is actually my will be my method name, and as I've already said, in a Java file, only one main method can be present, and my actual execution will be starting from that main method. Okay, and next thing is string arguments. Okay, this is actually an array. Okay, an array of string data type. Tomorrow we'll be seeing what is a data type and all, and if time permits, we'll also be covering the arrays concept. Okay, so this is actually the array name, an array of string object. Okay, and arguments is the array name. We can also like change the array name. So here instead of args, you can give your name, or you can give any other name, a or any other name, sample. It's your opinion only. So this is actually used whenever you are using command line arguments. Command line arguments are nothing but, so, for example, whenever you are trying to execute your code, during the time of your execution, the command prompt, you'll be giving some input arguments directly. So, in those cases, you'll be making use of these arguments. So, whatever command and arguments you're specifying there in your, command prompt, okay. So they all things will be captured in the arguments array, and then by manipulating this arguments array, you'll be able to work with that. So I mean, guys, if you're not getting certain things, please don't get worried. Okay, just I'm telling you what and all the things. For example, if you want to understand the actual definition of static means, you must know the concept of inheritance and all. You must know the concept of classes and objects and all. Then only you'll be able to know the static method. Okay, I mean what the keyword static actually refers to. So just like in today's introduction class, I'm just telling you what and all these things cover. Okay, but don't worry if you're not getting things. Okay, so let me end it here. Okay, so from tomorrow we'll be seeing data types and variables. Okay, I'll be guys, do you people know more on data types and variables? Because if it is so means I'll be spending less time on these concepts, and I'll be spending more times on concepts like arrays, DSA, like strings and all, string builder and oops concepts and all. So I just want you people to let me know. Are you people are newbie to programming? Do you people don't know data types and variables and all those things, or you have some prior knowledge on all these stuffs? Am I audible, Sharma? Okay. Okay, so you people have a prior knowledge on data types and variables, no? So tomorrow, whenever we are starting, we'll begin from there, and I'll be spending less time on all those things. Okay. Okay, so guys, before winding up today's session, I just want you people to let me know. Is the concepts clear? Like, do you people have any doubts regarding anything? So you can post me in the chat so that we can discuss on that. And I just want you people to give feedback of today's session, so that excluding the network glitch, I'll be fixing it on tomorrow's session. But I just other than that, I just want you people to let me know in the chat, is my pace okay, or are you able to understand my language? Because most of you are from from different states, no? So I just want to know, is everything okay? Or I agree that today it was a theoretical class, because from tomorrow only we'll be starting the actual coding thing. Okay, but it was lengthy. Like I cannot wind up the session for like 1.5 hours, no, Kashish. Like tomorrow I'll be plan from tomorrow it will be interesting, because in between we'll also be seeing some coding problems as well. So that time whenever I'm explaining you some algorithms, I'll make things interesting. Okay, so thank you for your feedback. So I just want others to let me know your feedbacks. it's a negative one also, that's completely fine. I'll rectify it in my upcoming sessions. So guys, just take a minute, no? Just post your feedbacks. And if you have any doubts also, you can post me in the chat. Or tomorrow, I mean, go through the things which you have seen today. It was just an introduction only, okay? Tomorrow, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. In starting itself, we'll be getting things cleared, and then we'll be moving on to data types and variables, okay? Everything is fine. Okay, so I would like to thank everyone for attending the session patiently, okay, and for understanding things. So see you all tomorrow, guys. Bye. And also, like like think on the initiative, like if it's okay for you all to create a group and in order to like solve the daily challenges regularly. If that's okay, like let inform me tomorrow so that I'll be coming up with the QR code for that group. Okay. Bye, bye, Viknesh. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.